Still in Asia, Forbes Asia's Fab 50 award recipient Bank Central Asia, one of Indonesia's leading commercial banks, would continue to perform well amidst the booming Indonesian economy. Our reporter Akanit Wishendaran has more.
Indonesian commercial bank Bank Central Asia, or BCA, was awarded the Forbes Fabulous 50, Forbes Asia's selection of the best of Asia-Pacific's biggest listed companies based on business performance. In the first half of 2010, BCA booked a net profit of 4 trillion rupees, up 20.5% from 3.3 trillion rupees as compared to the same period last year. The results were driven by a strong growth in lending across all sectors, as evidenced by the 22.6% growth in the overall loan portfolio at 6% net interest margin. Raymond Yonarto, Corporate Secretary of the Bank Central Asia, said BCA's high net profit reflected the positive development of the Indonesian economy, where the GDP growth rate is 6.5%, the inflation rate is 6%, and the interest rate is 6%. Looking into the future, BCA foresees a positive business prospect as the large under-30 demographic in Indonesia is expected to drive consumer demand.
In Indonesia, 70% of the population is around 30 years and below. So it's young generation, young people, basically with the good economy environment. So I would say that the bank will continue, the country and the bank will continue doing well.
Mr. Yonarto, however, said the BCA currently has no plans to expand its businesses abroad, even amidst the ASEAN Economic Community scheduled for 2015. However, he said ASEAN governments should collaborate in implementing appropriate domestic and international policies in order to sustain growth of the ASEAN economies. Mr. Yonarto further said the recent surge in capital flows toward emerging market economies would benefit BCA if the bank channels the fund toward long-term investment, for instance toward infrastructure development. Since the 1997 Asian financial crisis, BCA has learned to properly manage foreign capital inflows.
But for BCA, basically, we are a very prudent, very conservative bank. So we will be using, the capital inflow or the increase in funding properly. We never done, acrobatic lending and so on. So, we just want to make sure that the bank will grow on the lending, on the funding side, in the most prudent way.
BCA currently has a suitable liquidity positioning, as evidenced by the loan-to-deposit ratio of 80 to 90%, and has less than 5% rate of non-performing loans. Akanit Wishendaran, Thai News Agency for ASEAN TV.